Hi guys and welcome along. This is Martin here from DFFP Pros, and we are now on the optional step of the funnel, which is your email marketing. So let's just recap. We have fixed our ad, which we're gonna put onto Facebook. We've sorted out our hooks, and we also have our image, and then we want to send those people to our funnel, which is your email opt-in, then your application page, and then a thank you page. Okay, so what we want to do is, like, this step is what I call the optional step. You don't have to have this step, but if you prefer to collect the email address, I'm going to be honest with you guys, it is an absolute game changer to have this email, because during this whole process when people sign up, you are going to deal with a lot of people who are skeptical about your product. They do have the money to buy it, but they just don't know you. Now, what we do with our Facebook advertising is we show content so that people get to know us a little bit better. But what we do with the email inbox or the email marketing is we are able to influence people on a larger scale and automatically as well. And people get to know us through our emails, really. So if you skip out this step, I can't guarantee the results that you will get. You'll get results, but just to give you an idea, we've had people who were on our email address for like 6 months and then decided to buy. It wasn't just specifically because of any marketing that we were put out. It's just it took people that long to really get to know us and trust us, really. And with all of the content that we put out there, people were trusting us a lot more. So if you skip this out, do so at your own peril. But what I wanted to show you guys real quickly is just we have moved away from Aweber right now because Aweber doesn't give us the same flexibility as the likes of Infusionsoft does. Now, we've invested quite heavily into Infusionsoft. It's not something that you need right now, but just let me show you something. Okay, so we ran some advertising just a couple of just the whole of December. And as you can see right now, where are we now? We are in the 21st of December. Last month, we've collected 222 emails. And this month alone, we've collected 218 emails. So, collectively, that's 440 people that have given us their email address so that we can influence them automatically. So if you don't collect the email address, you take away that process of automatically influencing people about your services and telling them what you do. So that's how big email marketing is. It is a whole different game in itself, and how you write the emails. And being honest, I'm not the expert on that. I can give you some guidance on that. But the real expert in terms of our email marketing is Z. He's the guy who obviously studied all of the email marketing, and he knows how to get people to engage with all of the emails. And as you can see here, the industry standard is really like 10% of people opening your emails. And here we've got like 39% of people opening our emails and engaging with what we say on our email copy. So, I might just get him to give you guys a little bit of a training on how to write your first basic 8 emails to set this up. But once you collect the email address, trust me, automation is the best way to go. You can influence people automatically. You don't have to send an email every day or come up with some content. You can just write some basic emails to influence them on an automatic procedure. Now I'm going to show you how we do this with SMP. So what you want to do first of all is you want to set up your account with Aweber. So I've put the link in here. They've got, you can sign up. I think they do also give you a free trial. I think it's also 14 days or whatever the case may be. And once you sign up for your account, they're going to ask you for a couple of details, and you're going to sign up for all of those sort of type of things, your credit card details and stuff. But the first thing when you land in here, you're going to land on a this platform or this page over here to be your home. You obviously won't have any lists. Now we have tons of lists with tons of contact details and stuff on here in our local area. But the first thing that you want to do is you want to create a list. Now, very important, you want to create a list for the specific people that you're trying to recruit. So for example, we know this whole funnel here is specifically to do with men who want, for example, their 28-day challenge. Okay, so we're going to set up a list specifically for men for the 28-day challenge. Now, if you change it to an 8-week program, the way that you speak to those 8-week programmers who are more long-term members or long-term prospects, you're going to speak to them in a little bit of a different way. But people who want quick results, you speak in a certain way. And the same goes for men and women. So you always have to create lists for the specific segment of prospect that you want to acquire. So very easy. They're going to ask you set up your first list. I'm not sure why it set up your first list, but so company name, there's your company name. Strength and performance, your company website is in there. Use an existing address, so we're going to use that address. Now, what sender name and email address should appear with your emails? Now, here's the thing. Most people put their company name in there, and whilst that's great, people want to get to know you as well and know who you are. So what we typically do is say it's from Zoran Dubajic, and we just say it's S&P, just so people can quickly see what company it's from and who this is from. So that's a bit more trust. Otherwise, if you just get like a Serbian emailing you, you're probably thinking it's something to do with Viagra or something, isn't it? These is sat here laughing. So the sender email, just use your email, which is the most popular email where people typically email back for questions and queries and that sort of type of thing. You click your next step. Now the list name, this is where we get this is where it's very important. So we're gonna call this list name 28-day or whatever your product is, 28-day male prospects. Okay, it's very important so that whenever you want to send out an email or whenever you want to speak to a certain segment of people, you know always that in this you're speaking to the 28-day male prospects. Okay, so you can write the description. This is for prospects who signed up to our 28-day transformation program. Very easy like that. Next step. There's two key things. Now you have to watch this video to the end because it's very important. Okay, so it's gonna say, do you want this confirmation message? Just say approve right now and create the list. But there's a couple of other things that we have to do. Now on the top here, we will need to see our current list. This is the list that we're on right now. 28-day male prospects. Okay, so now we have to go to the list options, go to list settings. And then what we need to do is go to the confirmed opt-in button here on the bottom left. And we need to switch off this confirmed opt-in, okay? The reason for that is whenever anyone opts into your marketing, you don't want them to receive an email to say, did you want to opt into this marketing? Because 90% of people don't click that link. So your emails never get through to it, okay? But Aweber has now been clever. They've seen that we switch off this message here, so let's just save that. Okay, the other thing that you have to do for this specific list, so it's 28-day male prospects, you gotta go to your help button. You gotta scroll down, and where you say can't find the answer, and then you have to fill in this form. So we should reply to, so we obviously have info at strength and performance. What is your query about? Say other. And then in this one, so you should say, can you please switch off third-party API confirmed opt-in for my list 28-day male prospects. And then basically you send this request. Boom. So now what will happen is Aweber will reply to you and say, okay, they've switched off third-party API. Because ClickFunnels is a third party, and the API, the integration that we use on this email, will still request them to send that confirmed opt-in message to your prospect who signed up to them. And I know all of this stuff sounds a little bit jibbery jabbery right now to you guys, but just stick with me, just follow through this process, and you know you're sorted right now. So now, once you've done that, you've said to them, can you please switch off the confirmed opt-in? You've set up your list, you've set up who is it from, you ask them to switch it up. Now the important thing that you have to do is go to your sign up form, okay? So one thing that I want you to remember is like, this page is like the front, this is all held onto ClickFunnels, okay? But this option, just this little option here, this section here is being controlled by Aweber, okay? So ClickFunnels is the display, Aweber is the machine basically, okay? So what you want to do is you want to create a sign up form that looks very similar to that in terms of functionality, not in terms of display. So guys, just stick with me, just follow through this process. I know it's, you know, the first time I did this, I was all over the show and I was like, what? But I'm just gonna show you. All you need to do, click on create your first sign up form, very easy, right? So this says name and email. Let me go to my page. It says email only, okay? So we know that's email. So enter your best email address. So now we go back to your Aweber and you say, okay, it's name and email. We're not asking for the name on the ClickFunnels thing, so we just take that away. So it says email and sign up. Let me check. Email, apply now. Okay, so the button, this is the display. The functionality is this. Okay, cool. So now we say, go to step 2. We're going to call this mail 28 days. So whatever the list name is, we can see at the top, 28-day mail prospects. Now look at this, 28-day mail prospects. Okay, this is the form name. And then we basically say, save your form. Go to step 3. And now it says, who will publish this form to your website? I will, blah, blah, blah. Whatever the case may be. All right, so don't worry about that right now. So now the first thing is your account will probably not be integrated with, your Aweber account will probably not be integrated with ClickFunnels. Now, what I've done is I have given you a little bit of a guide here how to do that. But I'll quickly show you on here as well. You need to go to your account at the top right. You go to your integrations. Now I work with various companies and other people as well. So this is where you integrate it. So you just click add new integration. You're going to call that Aweber. You're going to select your account and then it's going to say connected. So once you click in there, this is your password. Your username and your password for your Aweber once you click that, okay? So now you've created your list. You have Aweber and you have ClickFunnels, and then basically all you want to do is you want to go to your email opt-in page. I'm going to show you guys just real quick here how to do this. You're going to click on the edit page. In this email section here at the top right, you're going to click on that. And you can say the autoresponder integration is not connected. So you're going to select your integration to use. So I know I've just created the list in S&P. So we select S&P's Aweber. You only will have one here. But then you say integrate existing form. Remember, we just created that form in Aweber. And you can click which list. So remember, I created the list 28 days. So I can't see it on here. What's going on? Now I'm freaking out, right? All I need to do is refresh list from API. Okay, let me see now. I'm looking for the 28-day men. There we go, 28-day mail prospects, boom. Now it's connected, right? So now I'm gonna save my settings. I'm not gonna do this right here. So whenever you put in an email address in there, what will happen if you've created this list, which is, let's just look for the 28-day, where is it? Did I go past it? Okay, it will take a while to show up here actually into the list, into these actual lists. There it is. So whenever I've put in my email address, it would come up here to say, when I've put my email address into this page, you should get one person in there, all right? Now, you've set up your list, but what it's not gonna do is automatically email people. So what we want to do is we want to create a series of emails, and I'm not going to go too deep into this. All we want to do right now is just collect an email address, but I'm going to show you how to do the first one, okay? So we are on the 28-day mail prospects. I'm going to show you how to do your first automatic email when they opt into your list. So you're going to go to legacy follow-up series under the messages, and you're just going to say, I want to create a drag and drop email builder. So I'm going to create my first email address, or my first email. And in here, all I want to say is, hey, now remember, we're not asking the first name. So we're just going to say in here, hey, thanks for showing interest in our 28-day program. Just in case you didn't read what it was all about, check our Facebook page out here. Link of Facebook page, boom, and then obviously just make the subject welcome to S&P. Excuse me. Link of Facebook page, and then what I typically say to do is like use the first ad that you are putting out here. So in case you are not sure what we are offering, very easy. All I typically do is I copy some parts of the ad just to make it like nice, short and sweet. So I can put that in there. We've been tinkering in the S&P labs, blah, blah, blah. I take this because we already have the email. And then just basically say, you know, just give them a little bit more information about what they've applied for. Because sometimes people can just give their email address and stuff can happen and they can't read all of the copy, and now they're getting all these emails, or you lose them because you didn't send them this email, right? So now I can say, you know, I'm just copying stuff really quickly here, but you can obviously write it a little bit longer or give more details or less details in it, or just write it a little bit better. Say, if you want to apply for this program, and then you insert woohoo form. Where do we get this link, or where do we get this? We're going to call that an application form. The application form, where do we get that link? We go back to our funnel, which, let me just find it again. I don't want to save, I just want to leave. So that application form is this one. The application page, that link. Put that in there. So there we go. Welcome to S&P DFFP, because I want to show you guys now how this will work. Save and exit, send options, add to, okay, now you want to make sure, because once you've saved it, it will just put it in a draft email here. So what you want to do is add to follow-up series, and now it will save. So that's your first email. You can write like 20, 30 automatic emails if you want. But now let me show you exactly how this is going to work. I want to show you guys. So we're going to go to the email opt-in. I'm going to edit this page. I'm going to integrate this email. S&P Aweber. Integrate the existing form. We want the 28-day mail prospects, save that. Preview. Okay, now look at this. I'm going to just use this email, martin@alphasubs. Let me use that. I'm going to submit that. Now look, automatically it will take me to the application form. But the most important part is in my email address. Now remember, Aweber still haven't had the chance to switch off the confirmed opt-in, but there you go. I just got an email from Zoran Dubaj. It says, welcome to S&P DFFP. Hi, thank you for showing interest in our program, etc., etc. Here's the link. So if I want to click on that link to apply now because I got busy or whatever, look, now they can basically apply for that program. Easy as that. Right, guys. So that's a very important part. Like I say, email is a very important part. People who don't get to sign up right now, you can influence them at a later stage or over a period of time and tell them a bit more about yourself and your program and what you can offer them. and that will massively help you going forwards, because not everybody is ready to sign up right now, but they might just need a little bit of convincing to sign up. So that's how you do it with your email marketing, and that's how you set up your email. Obviously, if you don't want to use email marketing, then just go straight to the application form. Thank you guys. This email marketing for DFFP Pros. Speak to you later. Bye bye.